We back. We back.
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
Hey, Monk, how's it going, buddy? There's it going. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm hoping to finish my first race of the night tonight. I've done 3 already.
The leader has just done a 140.6.
3 non-finishes. So we'll see what we can do. Oh, wrong way, buddy. No, I haven't, Connor. It's been too hot, man, and I've been editing's just been a bit more easier time-wise. But I thought I haven't streamed LMP3 since it's come out, so
the leader has just done a 140.5.
GT4 drive is so annoying.
B13.
And they can get in the way, but we can also be quite annoying as well as the faster car. It's hot, man. Yeah, it's not ideal. I've got the fan on me here, but yeah, this Ultrawide monitor does give off a bit of heat. And my flat doesn't have the best ventilation, unfortunately. Evening, Jasper. How's it going, buddy? Alright, so fix it up first. And then it's the open setup afterwards. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that. How does that not turn? Way this weekend, sleep in a hammock. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever slept in a hammock. Too annoying for me. Race is starting in about 5 minutes, I think. A couple of minutes on the half hour.
E14, good lap. That's your quickest today. You're currently 2.7 off the pace.
Better than tense. Bears. Yeah, I've been sleeping with just a sheet. It's been really hot. Yeah, so this fixed setup has a ridiculous amount of fuel in it, so it's really understeery. You only need to be C licensed for this. So you don't need a high license whatsoever.
The leader's just done a 140.3.
Yeah, it's stupidly hot, Jasper.
P8, that's your quickest lap in this session.
Theoretically, you should only get quicker and quicker in this car because of the fuel burning off. It starts with max fuel, 100 litres, which is ridiculous. No, there isn't, funny enough. Because it's only with the GT4s, maybe in the future, but nothing announced just yet. I started giving him grief. In what way did I give him grief? I don't think I came on the radio or anything.
Track limits.
I remember crashing out. I overtook a few people, but then yeah, I lost it on my own accord. Maybe it was giving him grief in regards to chasing him. And then I qualified on pole on the second race, was comfortably a second quicker, and I binned it on the second lap for the bus stop. So, good times. Good times this evening. You have seen part of tracks and cars at the moment. Pro GT3 car in a few weeks when I have tracks and like that. Yeah, that's fair. Lots of good things on the platform now. This is probably the most popular series on the platform at the moment. Well, not the fixed one, but definitely the multi-class with the GT4s. How long we got left, guys? We've got 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes, and then the race will start. Or session, anyway. So basically, this setup needs an extra gear lower through the corners. Apart from this corner and the last corner, then the open setup. And the first corner. The first corner is also third gear. Other than that, everywhere else is a gear lower that you need to get the front end turning in.
That puts you 1.3 off the pace. Your lap time was 141.6.
No, I haven't even seen the first one. I heard the first one was good. Proper like action film, wasn't it? Deadshot, thank you for the sub, buddy. They're epic, are they? I'll have to maybe watch them this weekend. Something to watch. I've been watching the latest Black Mirror. I've watched the first 3 episodes now. Complete this lap and then it should be into the race. That was a better lap, surely, in the 40s.
P4, good lap. That's your best in the session. That lap time was 140.8.
40.8, that was better. That was better. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll... Oh no, we'll just join from here. Sod it. Which series is up next and at what time? We are racing the LMP3 fixed now, Quicko. And then after that, it's the multi-class Falken series with GT4s. So the aim of the game this race is just to finish. I've had 3 non-finishes tonight, so I'm setting a low bar for myself, guys. Oh. Right. Strength of field 2.2k, so there's no reason why I can't finish a decent finish. The one, believe it or not, it is. The one with the GT4s is really enjoyable. Obviously, it's a bit temperamental, multi-class racing, but it always is. But multi-class racing is, I always loved IMSA back in the day, but I feel like it's I don't know, since it's stuck to the actual IMSA schedule, there's a lot of tracks on there that just don't take my eye, and it's never really drawn me back into racing. But yeah, I have always enjoyed the multi-class stuff, guys. Hey yo, hey Sam, I'm back, man. I'm back. I've got the go-ahead. only because Sex in the City and the Kardashians are
49
out
Celsius.
tonight. So, what license do I have in road racing? I have an A license at the moment. I have 2.3k iRating, which is, I know lots of people say it, but genuinely that is a lot lower than what my pace is. So there's 2 reasons why my iRating is what it is. I make a few mistakes on my own, but also I don't do race after race after race to accumulate the iRating. Because of YouTube, I'll do like maybe 1 race a night, 1 race every 2 nights. I'll record it, edit it, and put it up on YouTube. So I don't really get the free time to do 4 races in a night and gain, say, 200, 300 iRating. So, but so that's one of the reasons. So, but I do want to get my iRating up so that I start making strength of field races and stuff. And plus, iRating helps you get noticed as well, even in content creation. Believe it or not, even though it's just a meaningless number, guys. Although secretly it's not meaningless. Yeah, it does give you a bit of sway. What lap time we do? I did a 40.8 last time, Connor, in the fix just before then. That was on the 3rd lap. No, 4th lap, I think it was. So tyres fully up to temperature, a bit of fuel burned off. I don't expect that in. I mean, look, this is the fix setup, right? 100 litres worth of fuel. Bearing in mind, it's a 20-minute lap race. It's a 20-minute race. The open setup series, the multi-class one, is only 60 litres, and that's 30 minutes. It's ridiculous that they've got that amount of fuel in it. I don't like it. We should have the fuel required.
All clear. Push now. We've got 2 laps to get the job done.
We should have the fuel required for the race, and not just slamming it in there.
The
So
track
that
temperature's
the
rising.
setup
It's
feels
now
different.
49 Celsius.
Lucky to do one race a week. Oh man. Thank you, Connor. Thank you. Yeah, it's more of a personal thing. But also, believe it or not, some companies and stuff like that do value IR. It's more so that I can get it's more so that I can get into strength of field races, of course, in F1, and also get to race it with like other content creators, because a lot of other content creators are higher I rating, you know, feed off each other. But I'm really enjoying this car and this class. Taking up most of my time at the moment. Obviously F1, I will be back. I'll try and do a race this week, but I'll predominantly probably get back into it next week with the Tour race and Red Bull. Obviously, you know I love Red Bull Ring. Shoulder cam isn't set up at the moment. It's not set up at the moment, Arta. It will be back though, buddy. I need to do a shoulder cam video on this car as well. I haven't done one yet. I've done little snippets, but it's not set up the last 2 pumps. I had to lift there, no turn. Get your shoulders out. On 41A. Oh, I nearly turned in too early there. Traction control. Decided to have some. I didn't feel quick. It's probably a low mid 41.
P3, that lap time was 141.8.
Yeah, high 141. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't, dead shot.
The leader has just done a 140.8.
A bit of a bad last corner, might have cost me.
V2. You've just done a 141.3.
Half a second off. Wow, Ricardo is quick. Absolute bandit at 2.2k. I took half a second off there though, guys. So that's something at least. But wow. Half a 40.7. I sent it a little bit more on the second lap. Caught it better. But at least we're second. I'll take it. Hey, Neil, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you as always. Playing the GTs. No GTs in this race, James. They'll be in the next race. Such a good car though, guys. Use your colour code, James. Thanks for that, man. Lost time here. I was quite wide. That corner is so difficult because you cannot see the apex because of the pillar. Like even in ultra wide, you just can't see into the apex. Like you wouldn't be able to see it on triples either. Having first races in this car. Want to mention quality car to drive. Just want to spray into the 38s next. Yeah, it's tough, man. I consistently broke into the 38s. A couple of races ago, I figured something out. So I know, but Emil's cheating, moving it into the center of the car. That's cheating. Evening, Baz. Evening. So, obviously, yeah, fix it up. Nothing to change here. I haven't changed anything. Leave the brake bias as it is. 57.5. Traction control 3, which is a bit naff. So it likes to kick in a bit around it. But I would happily take top 3. Happily take top 3. On qualifying, it seems to be that Ricardo's got the pace on me. So I'll happily take top 3 and finish after our first 3 races. So yeah, you can't turn the TC down on the fixed setup, which is obviously what we're in. But I've got it on 1. I've got it on 1 in the open. I tried 0, tried turning it off entirely, and it actually made... I lost it a couple of times, actually. So I just turned it up to 1. I think a little bit of TC helps. Yeah, the fixed is horrible. Fish.
20 minutes. The
It's got 100 litres of fuel,
the air temp is 26
which is the big difference
Celsius.
in the setup. I can't really tell if there's any difference anywhere else because of it's so dramatic on weight. That's where the understeer comes from, and
the safety car in the right column.
the lack of control. Loving the LMP3, same here, Baz. It's so addictive. I don't know what it is about. It's just a very addictive car. You could drive it. Yeah, it does help. I mean, people go, oh, turn TC off or whatever. At the end of the day, it's there to help you and make you quicker. So I think it was Moritz Lerner who races for Mouse Esports. He did a video on it. He's raced it in real life as well. And he said in real life that, he said this car is probably the closest of the cars that he's driven on iRacing that are close to real life. He said as well, the TC in real life can be a bit temperamental, so sometimes they race with it off. He said on the sim, there isn't really a benefit to having it. He didn't see a benefit to having it turned off. So he left it, like when he's been racing, I think he says he's been leaving it on 2 or 3. That's first impressions, of course. I'm sure if he dials into it, he'll figure it out, but what's best for him. But he said, yeah, having it on is probably, there's no time gain in regards to having it off. That's what he said. So it's not like F1 game TC, which is an assist. Yes, definitely. Yeah, it's definitely a function of the car and kicks in for a reason. So right, only thing about Watkins is this full outlap annoys me. It's overkill, isn't it? Why can't they just start it down the back? Did they used? Is this new, by the way, guys? Did Watkins Glen never used to be a full outlap? Didn't we used to start down this back straight? I swear we used to start down this back straight. I could be wrong now. I feel like it's very unnecessary, considering that tyre warm up on the formation lap doesn't really matter. Like weaving your tyres and stuff. If that worked, then I'd understand, but it doesn't really have a benefit. So, odd one. Yeah, that's pretty much what I used it for, Baz, as well. I turned it off and it just felt, well, yeah, as I said, I lost it a couple of times. Right, here we go. If I can just follow Ricardo, with all respect, that'd be handy.
Okay, get ready.
He did the crew chief trick. He went on, okay, get ready. One thing you feel in this car as well is dirty air. This guy's on his Smurf. Is he? I mean, he was half a second quicker in quali, so. Oh, really? Oh, then I don't feel ashamed in being that much slower. Yeah, if we could just use him to Tyre weight, that'd be handy. I thought I recognised the name. Is he streaming? Well, we know the race isn't really with him. The race is with Daniel behind. Just a kiss. Just a kiss.
How about checking up when there's a wreck ahead, guys?
The leader's just done a 140.6. That was a 141.2. We just had a warning for cutting the track.
140.55. In this setup, that's good. I've been using Apex.
The gap behind is now 0.7.
How many viewers has he got? $50?
This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. 15 minutes left. P2.
Yeah, I'll take the off track.
We've been warned about track limits.
His race is 7k iRating worthy.
Come on, man.
He's not really someone that we can say has got all the equipment, but no commitment. All the gear, no idea. He's getting away with playing music, is he? Naughty boy. This is copyright free. Yeah, same here to be honest. Fish, same here. Well, as I said as well before, my rating's a bit false. It's not what my pace is.
The gap behind is now 1.0.
I do it for the content, Connor. What makes me die with this car is that you never warm the brakes up enough. In any race distance, they're still squealing right at the very end. You get F1 weeks coming up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Red Bull
What's your quickest lap in this session?
and Silverstone. Not sure my safety rating is going to like Red Bull, but yeah, I got confident at the bus stop, Baz, from doing the 6 hours of Watkins Glen last week. So, plenty of laps, figuring out how to take that corner. You're always an alien and a half ahead of me.
Remaining 10 minutes. We're halfway home. Fuel looks okay.
Aurelian is robbing me of
The
wins.
gap behind's increased to 1.2. That last lap was a 140.7.
Yeah, he's quick, isn't he? No, it's just part-time fish. Been doing it for about 3 years now.
2 seconds.
It's just grown over the years. I've been consistent in posting. It's something I really enjoy doing. As I said earlier on, I don't get time to stream a lot. If I was maybe 10 years younger, I would, but cheers, mate. Yeah, over time, who knows? Keep plugging away. Keep seeing continual growth. That's all I can ask for. And then one day, who knows? Maybe, yeah, something will come of it. But it's full time. I am indeed a 91. September. I didn't do the tour last week. No, TG. Me and
You've just done a 140.7.
Me and James were practicing for Watkins Glen, the 6 hours, which we finished P5 in. Could have gone for the win if I didn't bin it a couple of times, but hey ho. 6 years older than you. Yeah, you're a baby, Connor. May 91, we've got the 91s in here, have we? Ooh, ooh. It's the best year, guys. It's the best year. Good vintage, yes. I don't feel 31. Death to all. Thank you for the sub, buddy. Wonder if he's now taking that through third gear rather than second. Which is why he's gaining just a little bit of time. Shut up, Quicko.
That was 140.8. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
87 is best shit. Oh, is it, Ben?
Okay.
Okay.
Track limits. Keep it between the lines.
But what we can say is that this is the
Pulling
mature
away.
stream.
The gap behind is now 1.7 seconds.
.93, just crossing into 30. Oh, concentrate, Scott. Bit of a wobble through there. And then a couple more laps. I know, right? And it, TG. You're like, who's this person who's beat me? And then you realise they're like a 15-year-old British Formula 4 champion or something. And you're like, oh, okay, maybe that's why. He's not sitting there looking at Excel spreadsheets for 8 hours a day.
5 minutes to go. This is good. We'll be on the podium if we can keep it together.
1996. He's in second. Okay, yeah, no, that's what I've been using. Maybe just get some throttle a touch earlier. Yeah, same here. You need to be in second to get the rotation and the acceleration. Looks like Daniel's trying to get a move on. Ah, threw it in there a bit.
The guy behind has just done a 140.4.
He's put a mega lap there.
The gap behind is now 0.8.
Ah, I'm so wide. No, lost like 3 temps.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
One more lap.
The
Come on.
leader has just done a 140.1. Last lap, looking good for a podium. We just cut the track.
Bit deep again there, but he followed me, I think. Good race. Bit of a boring race, but we'll take it.
We're on the podium. Good drive.
Oh, take that, guys. Take that. Did your first MX5 races on controller? Wow. Unfair podium. Yeah. Guy on his Smurf. Should have been more than that, shouldn't it? Been around for 10 years. Yeah, I think I've raced with someone before who's been on the full 15. I'm pretty sure I have. Which is like absolute mad. I remember how I got into iRacing though. Like I was really looking. I was playing Project Cars 2 on controller, and I was looking at maybe getting the wheel or not. And then I stumbled across Jimmy Broadbent, and he had, I think less than 10,000 followers when I first followed him, or around 10k. And he was doing the endurance stuff on RF2, R Factor. But the content that really drew me in was his iRacing races that he did. It was just something that I really liked about the rawness of it and the graphics and stuff. And yeah, here we are now. I have no idea why they put so much in this. Someone in Mill's chat, Phil Reed is like 6K on controller. He races in the F3.5, Phil Reed, and he's mega quick. Mega quick. Right, guys, let's have a look at the incident, shall we? Let's move that out of the way. What we'll do quickly is we'll register for the next race. Whoever that is, should be that one. Bosch. And the keyboard. Sorry about the sounds, guys. My keyboard's naff. Oh. Started watching your stuff as a transition from F1 to iRacing, and you raced all the same cars. Pleasure, my absolute pleasure, James. Yeah, I loved F3. Loved it. Oh! What's happened here? is on his roof. Oh, is that lagged out? Is it lagged out because of the particles? Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, the video, the stream doesn't seem to like, or the recording software doesn't seem to like the particles. So yeah, but wow, this guy, Flo. Oh no, Flo's. I'm pretty sure he's still a sub at the channel. Raced against Flo many times before. Oh, I think it's GPU, not CPU. It might be CPU. I think it's GPU though, because I'm running obviously all this in Ultra HD on ISO and the third monitor and stuff. I just need a new GPU. I think the CPU is fine. Like, I run most of my settings on low, so. Flow has flopped, yeah. Oh! That didn't even look like that he took that bad. Yeah, I know Connor well. I can't exactly go out and spend money on a GPU right now. I will do at some point, but not right now. He missed a lip, yeah. Boink. Is that it? Okay, so it's pretty much one big shunt, and that was it. Yeah, look at all these guys who are down, who got involved in that incident. Funny. Can I drive one forever? LMP3 or LMP2? Oh, LMP3, 100%. The LMP2 isn't the car that it used to be. And oh, sorry, that's the fucking keyboard. I had to get a new keyboard. To be fair, that's done me quite well. It's lasted me about 5 years. Yeah, the LMP2 used to be a big favourite car of mine when it was the top car in the series, like in IMSA and stuff. But then it's had a few changes because to obviously level the pace out, and kind of its characteristics. It's not the car that it once was. So I drive the LMDH now. So if I'm going to be racing in that like IMSA series or ESS and stuff, so LMP3 is brilliant. I'm absolutely loving it. So we did just gain I lost safety rating with 5 incident points. Really? 82 is good though. Josh on his Smurf. 40.1. He's a 9k iRacing driver. So I'm quite happy with that. But that's nothing to sniff at, so. Your mate Josh. He's alright. Even though he races for Williams Esports, he's alright. When they made it slower in 2022, it was a lot worse to drive the MP2. Yes, yeah, pretty much. They did whatever they did, changed the handling, and just, as I've always said before, hence one of the reasons why I'm racing an MP3 is, one, it's a great car to drive, but I like being in the faster car, so I'm in control of the overtaking. Ooh, IWC friends. Ooh. Mercedes friends. Right, we're nearly in. How's the stream quality been though, guys? Is it alright? Nice and smooth, no issues? I've seen people racing that Rensport recently, and I'll tell you what, it really hasn't tickled my fancy whatsoever. Sorry guys, I need to change it so that you guys can't see the setup.
Pit exit's clear.
I need to turn the sound back up, don't I?
Car left. Clear left.
Give me a sec. Yeah, something just seems off. It's the look of it just doesn't initially draw me in, and then like I am a bit of a speed freak, so if they once they bring on like the faster cars, which apparently they are going to be doing, there's going to be some faster cars coming, I may take a bit more interest. But while it's just GT3, I feel like it looks very slow. It looks
The leader has
sluggish.
just done 139.4.
Yeah, and something just doesn't sit right with my eye. So I don't know.
The leader
I mean,
has just done a 139.3.
we'll see. I feel like I get more sense of speed from ACC or watching an ACC stream or video than I do from Rensport. But we'll see. Bit dark and moody. Yeah, it just, as I said, I can't quite put my finger on it.
Behind the white line.
It just looks,
Awesome.
I don't know. Doesn't suit my eyes, probably the best thing I can say. Well, this is it, TG, is what are they going to do that's different? Like, that's it really, isn't it? I mean, obviously they've got the ESL thing, so they've got in there first in that regard. But what is going to be so different? I don't know. Awful sums it up. Well, I'm not going to judge too much until I get my hands on it and give it a go. But they're my first impressions anyway. Oh, bit of lag there. Yeah. Well, everyone knows that really the only way to compete with iRacing is the online system. Like, that's the only way that you're going to be able to be a competitor to iRacing. And no one has been able to do it yet. GT3 will draw the punters in, yeah. But you can't just make something that's GT3 only. So it's only going to give you... I mean, sim racing's already pretty niche as it is. You can't then make it even more niche with just GT3s. You need more to it. Yeah, the penalty system probably needs a little bit of an update. The damage model, I think, like the repair system. I think it should be more like a selective repair system where you choose to take, say, certain repairs based on what's going to give you certain performance gains, and I feel like that should be a bit more detailed rather than it just being like an all-round, oh, this just takes off top, like everything takes off top speed. Like, it should be a bit more specific that certain things take off aero,
7th position.
and you can choose whether to repair that part or repair something else that's going to give you top speed and still sacrifice the aero. Like, duct tape rear wing, yeah. I think that's something that people have been calling for quite some time, especially like endurance races. Well, netcode can always be improved. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with netcode is that you're never truly going to eliminate it, because when you think about it, there's a reason why games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, etc., why they all have
The leader's just done
regional
it,
service to
141.5.
limit the ping.
Yes, sorry, I just lost control.
If you ever play like in a European server and then go play a US server or an Asian server, like the delay is so big, and considering we've got like moving parts and going side by side, I don't think they do too bad of a job. I've become less critical at netcode as I've understood it more, but it can always be improved. But it's just something that as sim racers, unless you're playing on a LAN event, we have to deal with and allow for. Just like there's probably certain things in real life that you would have to allow for, but we don't get on the sim.
That's your best lap in this session. Your last lap time was at 141.1.
We could play about netcode, but let's have it right. iRacing is bob on 99% of the time. Yeah, and I think the thing is as well is that there's a bit of self-policing you have to do. Like, if you know someone's racing from the other side of the world, like, logically their connection.
Daniel, I promise you, if you do it in the race, I will hit you.
Okay, Michael. Yeah. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Michael threw me off. Yeah, you need a bit of self-policing to understand that if you're racing someone from Brazil, you're not. There's likely going to be a netcode to give them a bit of extra room and things like that. That's kind of the attitude that I've come to when it comes to netcode. And also, there's certain corners. I've raced on iRacing. Once you've raced on iRacing enough, you know that there's certain corners on this platform that the system struggles with. Barcelona Turn 1 is a terrible one. So is Suzuka Turn 1. Spoon at Suzuka. Normally like the fast, free-flowing corners. They're the ones that they struggle with. So. Oh, no, Remy. No. Don't you come in here and start shouting off who's bragging, who's at the top of the leaderboard there. I know your game. I know exactly what you've come in here to do. I'm all good, thanks, buddy. You? I'm using the Apex one. I haven't set a fastest time, but I feel a lot more comfortable. I've unlocked something in the car earlier on. I need to just finish the race now. But what are you using, buddy? What are you using? I did think it was the setup at first that was the issue, but as always, it's myself. How long we got left until the race starts? 5 minutes. Don't have any services that could have one person in the UK and another in Australia with 300 ping and still have a seamless experience the vast majority of the time. Yes, and that is the conversations that I've had with people as well. We're kind of in the know when it comes to connectivity and computers and that. The fact that we're able to do it so seamlessly in the first place is kind of an achievement in itself. And it is
Don't
rare.
want to record.
It is rare these days that you get real big net codes. And as we said, there's certain corners, there's certain tracks, but you know it's certain corners, and certain tracks, but you know it's more prominent, and you just need to be a bit more careful. G&G is good in a straight line as well. Yeah, I don't know, Remy. You're 4.5k, so you're racing obviously in higher splits than I am. So you probably have noticed that. I haven't noticed it too much. I've always been quiet. I wouldn't say I've been breezed past the straights or anyone's particularly caught me. But then again, I'm in lower splits, so it's probably not that big of a deal. 30, mate, to get into the 37s though. Was that a quali setup, or was that an actual race setup? Being confident but slightly off the pace is better than the car being hard to drive but quick. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. You don't want to be Charles Leclerc, do you? Always overdriving the car. You'd rather be 1% under than 1% over. Suzuka T1, I'm looking at you. Yes, Suzuka T1, Barcelona T1. I don't know why I thought Canada. Canada hasn't got one, really.
The car ahead has just done a 139.7.
But it's weird, though, because I've had... Who is it? I always remember the race that I...
Yeah, sorry, dude.
I always remember the race that I had at Hockenheim with Emily when we was fighting out for the win. And on the last lap, I tried to leave room. I went for the overtake and tried to leave room. And there was like inches between us. And bearing in mind, she races in Australia. I was like, this is netcode all over. We're going to see the biggest netcode happen right now. And I went as close as I've probably ever done on iRacing without touching someone. Without there being contact. Which I was really surprised. And I've had some of my biggest netcodes from people in the UK. I mean, work that one out when really we should have a more seamless connection. Sod. On the quali set, I've gone down to 1.5 degree rear wing flap. Seems a lot better in straight line, but slightly worse rear. Apex is decent somehow. I've got world record. Have you? Ledge. Yeah, I mean, I was a second quicker. I think I did a 38.5 in quali earlier on. I did a 38.5 quali earlier on, and I was a second quicker, but then I binned it in. I was second quicker than P2, and I binned it in the bus stop on the second lap. So I'm hoping not to do that this time around. So we've got a couple of minutes. Rewatched their interlace. Been race it this week. Yeah, I will do a race this weekend, James. Believe it or not, I'm not a big fan of Interlagos as a circuit, but I always do seem to have good races there. I think that's a track. That's also a track that is pretty good when it comes to netcode. Like, there's never, you can really go wheel to wheel with people there. Apart from the S's, I think. Apart from not turn 1, but turn 2. I mean, at the start of the race, you always see Am I sure I signed up? That's right, we get to see our strength of field from here anyway. Yeah, I'm going to leave it as it is, to be honest. I'm going to have to close this down and come back to it. The setup. It feels good for my level. I'm just trying to obviously work my way up the rankings. Why has that not done that? iRacing helper service was still running. Thinking that the sim was still running. What? Oh, piss off. There's no way. Should have just stayed in the session. What? I can't join from the website anymore. Is that not a thing? Please verify that iRacing services. iRacing hasn't gone down. It is just me, isn't it? It is just me, right? Yeah. I have to restart my PC. Right, I've ended it from there. There's nothing else that's telling me. Fuck off, man. No, subscription definitely hasn't run out. Oh, it's fine. We've got time. We've got time. I'm just trying to sort by name. You found two. Odd. I'm trying to just re-download it. Do it that way. I don't want to have to restart my PC. It is running. Hell's gone on, guys? What the hell has gone on? It's what? It's post. Yeah, there was an update earlier for me as well, but... Cancel file. Try one more time. Right, I'm going to have to restart the PC, guys. I'll be back in a sec.